This is Bimbo Barbarella with the Bimbo Barbarella Music Channel, presenting in all its glory the College of Knowledge Top Rock. And tonight's episode is the professors and myself are going to be tackling our favorite 14 songs by the seminal band The Police. And everybody knows The Police. They've got plenty of hits that you still hear on the radio today. But believe it or not, they only made 5 albums. That's it, 5 albums. So let's get this show started. We're waiting for some of the staff to come on board. Would probably help if I put the link in. So let me do that. Hello, Simple Life. How are you? Hello, Miss Addie. And Mr. Kropka has made an appearance. Addie, and are you gonna play, Addie? Have you got a list of 14 made up? There's Easy Street with Jen, and I'm sure Captain Chris is not far behind. So, had a long day today. Got up at 5 o'clock. And let me tell you, 5 o'clock is 1 hour earlier than 6 o'clock. And that 1 hour made a whole lot of difference in my day. So, but I went to the cancer center and everything is good. So I guess I'll be around for a while longer to bug and annoy you. And that's my goal. Oh, yeah, Simple Life. Yeah. Yeah, you had a new job. How's that going? There's the link. Okay, Addie, you're not going to play? Okay. Well, Addie, anytime you want to, just throw in some comments, feel free. Here we have Easy Street with Jen. And if you watched, she had a good video today about growing vegetables in her flower beds, which they did a lot of work on those flower beds. And so they have all sorts of, fruits, vegetables. Nice outfit. Yeah. Mrs. Hopkins is here, ready. That's good, Mrs. Hopkins. Okay, she's good to go. Yeah, Mark. Oh, later on I'll do like a break and you can talk more about your channel coming up. So I'm sure Mrs. Hopkins has her 14 ready to go.
Yep.
Chris and Jen, I see you're on, but we can't see you. Oh, you like to play from chat? Okay, that's fine. Okay, Simple Life. Yeah, that's fine. And you know how to do it from chat. You'll be on the official list, and when your turn comes up, I will call upon you and you give us a quality answer. Okay, here's Kropka. Mr. Pirate Radio.
Hey, da, da, da.
Okay,
That's
we're
all
still
I
waiting.
want to say to you.
We're
Hey,
still waiting for Easy Street with Jen and Chris to come up. I mean, because everybody can see them, but their screen is blank. Sometimes they have problems logging in, but once they do, they're good. Okay, so Simple Life, you're going to play from the chat, so I'll have to remember that. Oh, so what's new with you there, Mrs. Hopkins? Anything new and fun? Oh, and look at that shirt she has on.
Yeah.
nice.
And
Thank you.
that's the cover of Outlandis D'Amour,
Mhm.
which is their first album.
That was a good album.
See, but it's funny because I can't listen to that song Roxanne without thinking of the movie 48 Hours and Eddie Murphy
Almost.
laying in jail going Roxanne.
That's right.
Can you hear us? Can you
Yes.
see us?
Hi,
Okay,
Chris.
yes.
Now we can hear you.
Oh, okay,
there
good,
we're
good.
Yes.
good.
Okay. So let me set a lineup, and
You're gonna
if
rack
you-
a lineup?
if you
Cool.
watched my show, you know that's usually we have Captain Chris go first. However, to change it up a little bit,
His shift doesn't start till 9.
yeah. The person who goes first has to answer this question, and you get to go first. And just think of all the pride and prestige you'll have of going first. I mean, you can call your local radio station and tell them, maybe they'll come out and interview you. You can tell your local newspaper, and they can send somebody out to interview you. You can even tell the pastor in your church. And on Sunday, they can tell the congregation,
To
and
pray for you.
they will, all
Chant.
say, that's a wonderful thing that you were first. So, okay. Now, whoever gets this question right goes first. Okay. Donald Duck was officially born today in the annals of Disney history. How old was he when he died today? He died today. How old was he when he died?
In Disney years?
No, in dog years. No,
I'm not a Disney person. What do you know, Jen?
I'm gonna say he was. I don't know, 69.
69 is incorrect. But okay, but so far you're the closest. Okay, Captain Chris, give us an answer, because whoever comes closest gets to go first.
I'm thinking 47.
No, you're way off. Okay, Captain Chris says 80. Mrs. Hopkins?
I say 90.
90. Simple Life. Oh, well, you know what? Simple Life.
89. Wow.
Yeah. Just because you were honest and said that you cheated, when you tell the pastor, you can tell him that you won the prize by cheating, but you still get to go first. Okay, because who said 90? You were close. Okay,
I said 90.
Okay, because I can't see with these glasses on. Okay, so Simple Life is going to be first. Now, I hope you're ready there, girl. Simple Life is first. And then we have Captain Chris. Miss Easy Street with Jen. Pirate Radio. And Mrs. Hopkins. And that's all they can play because I only have 3 pieces of paper. So, yeah, well, okay. So, okay. So what was Simple Life's number 14?
Bring on the night.
Which album was that from?
And believe it or not, this is the only Police that I own. It's a double album greatest hits. I mean, I've heard all of their songs, and I have, over the course of my life, had all 5, but this is what I have now. Okay, so what was it? Bring on the Night. Okay.
That was on Regatta de Blanc from 79.
Okay. And that was their second one.
Yeah.
Okay, Captain Chris, you're number 14, sir.
My number 14 is the title cut off of Regatta de Blanc, that song. It's more or less a instrumental. It kind of gives you an insight to their sound. I can't really describe it easily in words because Andy Summers as a guitarist was so unusual. His choice of chords and
yeah,
very, very eclectic sound.
And I think that's what's made him so popular. Oh, hello, Chris. I'll get to you in just a second. That's what I think made them so, popular and unique, is because they came out during like the punk thing, but they did not sound like punks. Nobody sounded like the Police.
Mm-mm. A bit
Okay,
reggae,
hello,
ska, jazz, kind of very unusual rhythms.
Okay, so next we have Easy Street with Jen. Oh, the lady with the green thumb. Good thing that she doesn't have a green big toe.
For me, that would be Next to You from Outlandos. It's a great song for their first album. It's really energetic.
Their first album is still my favorite. Because that's a little bit raw. As they progressed, they got a little more sophisticated in their songwriting. Yeah, hence the lyrics, the do do do, the da da da. Yeah,
That's totally true. I noticed that too, Bimbo. The first album was really rock and roll-ish and more basic, and then they got more sophisticated, like you said, with their instrumentation, with their chord changes, everything.
Yeah,
with their beats.
And of course, Easy Street with Jen has only one real job here at the College of Knowledge. She is your local historian. So, Pirate Radio, you're number 14. Oh, hello, Hunter.
Hey, Hunter. Well, off of the first album, it's a song called Next to You. You know it, Bimbo?
Oh, yes.
It's a good song, right?
Can't get next to you. Okay.
Mrs. Hopkins.
And so Hunter says back in 97, before the band they agreed to appear in, and I know that they only intended on making a handful of albums. They did not want to become like the Rolling Stones or, bands that lasted forever. They wanted to, do their piece, and that was it.
They were going to be originally just a few couple of year band.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then that's how they planned it.
Right. And so, Mrs. Hopkins, you're number 14, dear.
My number 14 is Someone to Talk To. It was written by Andy Summers, and it was in Message in a Box.
Message in a Box.
Yes.
Bottle.
It's like a 4-disc.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one with all the outtakes and the rare things. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
And okay, and do you have that? Is there enough, good stuff on there?
I say there is. I say there
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Okay. And my number
I did have it.
and my number 14 is, I told you last night, when the world is running down, you make the best of what's still around. And you know what I loved about the Police is they had some of the longest damn titles of songs ever. Hello there. Said, okay, I think I caught up with everything. Addie, anything to call? Oh, anything to add there, Miss Addie? Because you're a professor. So if you have anything to say, Addie, jump in. Not that we'll acknowledge you, but just, write it anyway. Okay, so Simple Life, you're number 13. So lonely, so lonely. See, and like I said, when I started, the Police, you still hear a lot on the radio. I know I do. And these songs, you usually don't forget.
No, because you hear them in shopping centers, elevators, and used cars lots.
And they're good songs, and they're songs that you remember. Because how many bands, have released like 10 albums and you only remember like 2 of their songs?
And it's a paradox too, because their sound is so unusual, but it has such a pop accessibility that, everyday people can kind of connect with it, even though the chord progressions are really unusual. The timing shifts in the songs is unusual for a pop song, but Sting just has had that ability.
I mean,
because they were really good pop
song.
song.
Yeah, because they were all good. The drummer, he, some of his songs were like 7/8 and he did just like bizarre drum scales.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the intros, I forget which song it was, but I wanted to hear more. Like the percussion started off so great, and then the song just waned a bit. But
okay, so Captain Chris, you're number 13.
My number 13 is a deeper cut.
I was going to ask you, do you mind if I go on the chat instead?
I don't have it. Oh, like on the right side. Yeah. Okay, Chris. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. And just add, some important information.
Okay.
Okay. Cool, Chris.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Adios.
Already.
Okay, so Captain Chris.
Yes. Cut off of 1983 Synchronicity, the song Murder by Numbers.
Yes, I love that song. And that's a kind of deep cut.
A lot of tempo shifts, jazzy chords, but some brutal lyrics. I mean, it's just, if you find that your hands are still willing, then you can turn a murder into art. There really isn't any need for bloodshed. You just do it with a little more finesse. You can slip a tablet into someone's coffee, then it avoids an awful lot of mess. And he's just,
Yeah.
the song just kind of bops along, and he started
Yeah.
poisoning somebody.
I mean,
Amazing.
I mean, because the Police, they were well known for that, is you had to listen to their lyrics because, you know, they had some really dark lyrics. They really,
Oh
really
yeah, they do.
did.
A lot about
There's
murder,
some
a lot about
songs I wouldn't
suicide.
even pick. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay, Jen. Jen.
Oh yeah. So I'm up, huh?
Yes.
Let's see. Number 13 is When the
Yeah.
World is Running Round.
Which album is
You
that?
keep
That's off
your
that,
breath, know what's still around.
Zenyatta Mandata
Yeah.
from 1980.
And I know that's I forget where Regatta de Blanc comes from, but it actually means something white.
White Boat.
Well, yeah, I mean, a regatta would be a boat parade. So
Yeah, yeah.
I would guess white
And
boat.
then
perhaps.
Zenyatta Mandata is some sort of like African dialect.
Those are just made up, I think. Honor was saying Zenyatta Mandata. Honor was saying that Zenyatta Mandata are two made up words.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
English.
Okay. Oh, well, hey, the College of Knowledge does not know everything. That's why I like the side chats and I pay attention to it because, learn something like that. Okay, so we are at Pirate
March
Radio number 13.
Oh, okay. Let me get the log. Bombs Away is my number 13 song.
What is that from?
Which album?
Yeah. Bombs Away.
It's from
I'm gonna say the
Zenyatta.
Oh, it is? Okay, thank you, Miss Hopkins.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that the second one?
It's the third one.
Third one, okay.
Yeah, because after that was Ghost in the Machine and then Synchronicity.
Right. Yeah, it's a good song, Bombs Away. Have a listen.
Oh, okay. Well, Honor is coming through with some good information. The band's first and second albums were similarly titled as Outlandish. D'Amour was meant to evoke the phrase "Outlaws of Love," and Regatta de Blanc was just a silly way of saying white reggae.
There we go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. So, Mrs. Hopkins, number 13.
My 13 is Can't Stand Losing You.
I can't stand losing.
The first. Yeah, the first album.
Good song.
Yeah.
I enjoy that song.
And if anybody saw my picture yesterday when I was at like the used record store, he had all 5 of the Police albums, and I was gonna buy them, but I didn't feel like forking out $60 more.
So when you busted the bear, Slippery the bear, was the cavity search in order?
No, because Slippery had my $2. Oh, and also too, if I get any stupid answers, he's getting a thump.
Oh no!
Hey.
Don't thump the bear.
And
Not the fluffy bear.
okay, and this is Slippery's son. Oh, Slippery Slope. Okay, so my number 13 is song everybody knows, Driven to Tears. Yeah, Save the Bear. Yeah, Save the Bear. Okay. Simple Life, you're number 12, dear.
I'm having to share on my laptop because Mom has my phone. She's listening in.
Oh, cool. Good.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Roxanne.
Gosh,
And
I
who
really need
knows
some
that a
new
song
glasses.
about ill repute could have been a classic song that everybody loves, that, you know, that people were, that like church people were singing, Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. And like, do you know what that's about? No, it's a great song. Okay.
It's got great chord changes too.
Yeah.
It's really ingenious the way they put those chords together.
Yeah, and like we've said about Rush, it's amazing what a 3-member band can do that like some 6-member bands can't do.
Right.
So Captain Chris, you're
Yeah.
number 12.
My number 12 is Synchronicity 1 off of Synchronicity. This is just a really trippy song. It's probably like the closest thing to the band Yes that that they ever created.
It was proggy.
It was Stuart Copeland. I mean, he grew to kind of had a love-hate relationship with the song because the song was kind of arduous to play as an opener, and he had to open with that song a lot of times. But I like the lyrics too. With one breath, with one flow, you will know synchronicity. A sleep trance, a dream dance, a shared romance, synchronicity. Just keeps looping back on that same point, and it really does kind of put you in that, sort of miniature trance. You just synchronicity, just loops in on it. So it's a great song.
Yeah.
They liked hypnotic stuff.
Yeah. Mark, and if you weren't on yesterday's channel, when me and Mark and who else was on yesterday?
Chris.
Mark had a ghost run behind him.
Yeah.
So is the ghost there again, or did the ghost, go out to food shopping or something?
Or did he give up?
The ghost is here right now. The ghost is taking a powder, has done like the I don't know, no ghost right now.
Okay. Jen.
My number 12 is King of Pain of Synchronicity.
Okay. See, thank you, Hunter, because I did know that, and I was going to say that sometime coming up. But no, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's why I love having people on the right side chat. It, saves me from yakking all the time.
It saves my neck.
I don't think anything saves you from yakking all the time, Bimbo.
That's true.
Did you want me to hit?
No, don't hit the bear.
You take it back, Mark. Take it back.
I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back.
Okay, so it is your turn, Pirate Radio.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Right,
Yeah, okay, because you don't want little slippery slope to get hit with the piece of lumber.
No, I don't want to see the little bear get brain damage.
Well, nonetheless.
Or disfigured.
Yeah.
Use a telephone book. Don't you cops use a telephone book? That doesn't leave a bruise when you use a telephone book in a billy club. You can whack someone as hard as you want across their face with a billy club. If you have a telephone book as a buffer, it stops the bruise.
Oh, and is that from personal experience? Is that like personal knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're number 12, sir.
Is spirits in a material world.
See, and like
In
I
the
said,
material world.
everybody knows these songs. We are spirits in the material world. There is no critical solution. Okay, so whose turn is it now? It is Mrs. Hopkins.
Okay, my number 12 is Walking on the Moon, Regatta de Blanc, 79.
Bum, ba-dum,
Bum.
That's right.
It just kind of, you can't help it. Just kind of bop to it, you know.
Yeah. Walking on the moon.
Dum, ba-dum,
And
ba-dum.
all I know is that I have seen some of the music that Sting played on bass, you know, because there's like two clefs. There's a clef for like Mark when he plays keyboard, and there's a bass clef just for the bass guitar. I'm looking at this.
No, actually,
I'm looking.
pianos use treble clef and bass
Oh, really?
clef.
Oh,
One
Yeah.
for the left hand and one for the
okay,
right
but
hand.
I'm looking at like Sting's bass, and I'm saying, the fuck, there's notes on there that I've never even heard before. Okay, so Bimbo's number 12, as already stated, is Synchronicity 1. So that's the first tie that we have. Okay, Simple Life. You're number 11, dear. Yeah, I know, Hunter. They were considered new wave. And, you know, and like the Clash weren't even new wave. Okay, the Sex Pistols, yeah, the Dead Kennedys, no, because they weren't around yet. The Dead Boys, you know, they were new wave, but
And Simple Life says, I can't stand losing you.
I can't stand losing.
I can't stand losing. I can't stand losing. Just a reminder for everybody, after Bimbo Barbarella College of Knowledge tonight, Pirate Radio will be coming on for debut on the new channel. If you don't have it, we'll drop the link, and it'll be on after the Bimbo Barbarella
Okay,
show.
Mark. And what I'm going to do is after like the 7th song, I'm going to take a little break, and you can pimp your channel. And Jen has to mention her Friday show, because there's not going to be a College of Knowledge next Friday. It's Jen's show, and she can talk about that after the 7th.
Okay.
So
7th inning stretch.
yeah, there you go. And that way you can, you know, do whatever you need to do after the 7th song. You can go feed the parapet. You can, you know, go outside and, you know, wrangle up a cat. Do whatever you got to do.
Would that be a good time for me to do my 3 honorable mentions?
Yes, that would be fine. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Yes. Okay. So, where are we? Captain Chris, you're number 11.
Yes. You have the next tie of the day. Can't Stand Losing You. Again, a very poppy song about suicide. And there was a controversial image for the single. It had Andy Summers standing. You saw him from the back. He had a noose around his neck, and he was standing on a block of melting ice.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was on the single, and they used another different cover in different markets, but that was kind of notorious. But I don't know, very poppy song about a very, very dark subject. So
wait, okay, Honor. So what is this? What did Honor write here? What were the band The Police originally called? I'll start doing. Okay, their original name, the Police's original name was the Quarrymen. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I didn't know that.
That would have been the Beatles' original name, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, and then they were the Silver Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
But no, okay, no, Hunter. No, because they had only agreed that they were gonna make a certain amount of albums.
Well, there are a lot of rows between Andy Summers and Sting too.
Well, yeah, because Sting wanted to go solo, and he didn't like the direction the music was going in. Anyway, okay, Miss Green Thumb, you're up, number 11. Wait, yes,
Yep.
Green Thumb 11.
What's your number 11, Hen?
Mine is Spirits in the Material World. Yep.
And like Mrs. Hopkins said that she had like 3 honorable mentions. I mean, because I had a list of like 20 that I had to whittle down.
Wow.
Okay, Pirate Radio.
That would be me. And what number are we on again?
Number 11.
11.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I chose for my number 11 a song called Wrapped Around Your Finger.
Love that video.
Y'all know that?
Yeah.
I like that scene in the video where he takes the candle holder and he knocks down all the other candles.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that so much, but it was just well done, from a cinematographic sense.
So now we know who is responsible for all the smoke up in Canada.
It's not coming out of my place still, is it?
No.
He's just one man. He can't create that huge plume of smoke all by himself.
Okay, so Mrs. Hopkins, you're number 11.
It's Shambell. I think it's like the best instrumental. And it says that here it was on Ghost in the Machine, but I looked it up again and I'm like, well, it must have been like special. Like,
what's the name of it? I've never heard of it.
Shambell.
Spell it.
Shambelle.
Has anybody else ever heard that song?
And I think maybe they included it on Message in a Box because there's 4 discs on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was good. That was their best instrumental in my opinion.
Okay, so Hunter is throwing out something that needs a quiz on. He mentioned the band released its first single, Fallout, on IRS. And now Hunter can't answer what does IRS stand for?
The record company, the IRS.
Yeah.
It had something to do with Stuart Copeland's brother.
No, okay, no, but what do the 3 letters IRS stand for?
Other than the Internal Revenue
Right.
Service?
That's all I'm thinking about.
Radio.
The International Record Syndicate.
Oh.
Ah,
I think REM was on that label.
Yeah, they were. They were, and so was Devo for a while. Okay, Bimbo's 11 is Invisible Sun. Oh, Simple Life. Oh, cheat. Of course you can cheat. Oh, come on, because you won the grand prize on Donald Duck. You won the grand prize by cheating. So why not continue the trend? Go ahead and cheat. I don't care. Not that I've ever cheated in my life or done anything nefarious.
you're not going to arrest A Simple Life for that.
I don't know, but I might have to give old Slippery Slope a beating. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh no. Don't hurt the bear.
Okay, Simple Life, you're number 10. And does anybody in the chat have a favorite police song that you'd like to mention? Okay, Simple Life says Walking on the Moon.
You know.
Yeah, because I think that we're going to have a lot of like crossovers because again, they really only had 5 albums.
Yeah, we're going to cross each other's paths a whole lot on this one, but
okay. So, Captain Chris,
this song off of Synchronicity, "King of Pain," the aforementioned song. I didn't know that the song was a post-separation song from his first wife to his second wife. The difficulty too was that the first wife and the second wife were best friends, so that kind of created a lot of bad karma. But he managed to work through that.
Okay, and Professor Addie Pakal, her favorite song by the Police is this song, "Every Breath You Take," and you know why she likes it?
I think she was talking about "Don't Stand So Close to Me." Which one is it, Addie?
No, "Every Breath You Take," because it's a stalker song. Okay, so who are we? Okay, Miss Green Thumb Jen.
No, every brush. I see it up above. Mine is, sorry. My number 10 is "It's All Right for You" from Regatta de Blanc.
Yes. Oh, and did you see that comment that I left on your movie about growing the plants? I mean, those are some beautiful planters that you guys built. See, but I can't grow anything because all the animals eat them.
You can put netting over it.
Yeah,
Cages.
yeah, but you know, I got so many animals back there. I got porcupines, chupacabras, all sorts of things.
Two-headed fish.
Huh?
Yeah.
Two-headed fish.
And okay. And you know what? And this is the God's honest truth. I'm not making this up. Okay, the two-headed fish and the lampreys, they figured out how to walk.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
There goes the neighborhood.
We can get an old time Florida sideshow going at your house. Remember that? Come see the walking catfish. Come see the
Oh, come see the lady fall off the roof onto a family of porcupines.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Okay, but I can only do that show a couple of times a day.
Okay, but that's an e-ticket, so we won't sell as many of those.
E-ticket. No, I doubt a lot of young people will remember what an e-ticket is. Okay, so Pirate Radio. You're number 10. What is your e-ticket for number 10?
Mine is, I've already mentioned, "I Can't Stand Losing." I can't.
Okay, well, you said that on 13, so you can't do it again on 10.
No, 13 was "Bombs Away."
Oh, okay.
I can't stand losing. I can't.
I just remembered something funny.
Losing.
My cousin was a funny guy. He one time he put a little note, a note near the bathroom, and it says "Bombs Away." Oh my God.
Oh God.
He was funny. Yeah.
Okay, so wait. See, I can't even handle 6 people. Jesus Christ.
It's
Hey,
tough getting on.
Mrs. Hopkins, what is your number 10?
My number 10 is Driven to Tears. Oh, let's see. Did I have any notes? I thought I had written a bunch of notes, but I guess not. I don't want to be all crinkling all the audio right now.
I usually do when I know a lot about a band, but the Police, I like their music.
Sorry.
I really, don't have that many notes that I can write about.
I did know that I love Don't Stand, I know, on the list. That's one of the little notes I put there. Don't stand so close to me.
Okay, so my number 10, Bimbo Barbarella's number 10 is Wrapped Around Your Finger. Okay, Simple Life, you're number 9, dear. Simple Life's number 9. What is the net worth of Sting?
A lot.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
Lord.
all you need to say. Just put a number with a bunch of zeros after it, and you got it.
If you can't, you can't afford it if you ask. I mean, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Okay, Simple Life says spirits in the material world. All right. See, and what I do is I only write down like the first couple of words, and then later on tonight I'll go and I'll finish
Yeah,
writing them.
long titles.
Yeah. Okay, Captain Chris.
The previously mentioned song, a spiteful song about turning the tables on someone who had been in charge, Wrapped Around Your Finger, off of Synchronicity. I love how he worked in a reference to Scylla and Charybdis. I mean, these different figures in Greek mythology, and it's very unusual. I mean, that's just nuts. But
It's like you hear me a lot of times. I'll use I'll reference Persephone. And you have to know who Persephone is to know who Persephone is. Okay, Miss Easy Street with Jen, you're number 9.
Number 9 is
9.
Message in a Bottle.
I love that song, and I'm surprised it didn't make my top 14.
I know there's songs that I was like, oh yeah, that didn't make it.
Well, like I said, because I had 20, and that wasn't hard to get 20.
I had 3 or 4 locks, but then after that, it was kind of like, which one is the better?
Well,
than the
yeah,
other?
I mean, I had some locks too. Okay, Hunter says, who owns the Police music? The deal includes Sting's solo work. In addition to the songs he wrote for the Police, Sting has sold his entire song and working catalog to Universal Music Group. Yeah, okay, yeah, like they need, but maybe that's why the tickets to, to their theme parks are cheaper than Disney, because they owned, Sting's solo work.
There you go. I've never been to Universal.
Oh my God, it is so much better than Disney. I'm sorry.
Never been.
Pirate Radio, you're number 9.
Boom. Don't scare me like that. Walking on the Moon.
Oh, that seems to be one that everybody is pulling out.
Terrific song.
Yeah.
That's why. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, that's one I
It's a
intended.
little higher on my list, but certainly it's a good song.
Yeah.
Great song. Dun, dun, dun,
I don't even think that's on my list.
dun, 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 dun.
No, it's not. Oh, that must have been number 15. Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, number 9.
My number
dear.
9 was wrapped around your finger. 83. Any notes at all? Notes.
That's why if we
Oh,
ever do a show about the band New Order, it's good because most of their songs are just like one or two words in the title, and that's it.
I got notes for wrapped around your finger. I said there's a lots to love and a little kink thrown in.
Bada bing. Okay. Miss Ossifer Barbarella says, and notice how I put Ossifer. That way, nobody could come after me about perpetrating a law enforcement person. So no, because you never know. In this day and age now, people could, oh my God, she was impersonating a police officer. Okay, so what number are we on? 9. Song that nobody has mentioned yet. One that I always just thought was very proggy too, called Rehumanize Yourself.
Oh, which album's that from?
I forget, but I like it.
Probably.
Oh, one of their
Ghost
older
in the
ones.
Machine.
One of their older ones.
Ghost in the Machine, 81.
Yeah. Okay, Ghost in the Machine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And out of all 5 of them, I'd say that's probably my least favorite. But I like that song, Rehumanize Yourself. Okay, Simple Life, number 8. Miss Simple Life, number 8.
Yep.
Yeah, because I have your 9 as Invisible Sun. Okay. And Captain Chris, your number 8.
My number 8 off of Zenyatta Mondada is the do 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 the da da da. It's he in the song he's creating a spirited defense for simple lyrics and being playful. And he said, "Why are our favorite songs like the Do Run Run and Do Diddy Diddy?" In the song, he tried to address the issue, but everybody said, "This is bullshit, child's play." But nobody listened to the lyrics. The intro lyric is, "Do you think me unkind? Words are hard to find. They're only checks I've left unsigned from the banks of chaos in my mind." I mean, that's intelligent lyric writing. And then he goes on to make his silly lyrics in the chorus.
And so Miss Simple Life says, I can't stand that song. I don't like it either. I didn't put it on my list. I mean, it's not terribly horrific, but it certainly did not make my list. Okay, Miss Green Thumb Jen, Easy Street, number 8.
My number 8 is Can't Stand Losing You.
I think we've all mentioned that, or nearly all of us. Have
Yeah, I
that
think a
song
lot
so
of
far.
it mentioned it
That was
way
my number 11.
further down. Yeah.
Okay, what did Leah say? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, Kropka's running his own channel now. That's okay. Okay, his hockey team sucks. That's all I care about. And the Florida Panthers won last night, so that was good. So they won't get swept in the Stanley Cup. Oh, and oh my God. And you know what I want? And you know what I heard there? Oh, my Georgia people. is how the NHL stupidly wants to put another hockey team in Atlanta.
It's just a bad idea.
2 times they failed. Oh, the first one went to Calgary, and the second one went back to Winnipeg. And now
Atlanta's a fair weather sports
Yeah.
city. We'll cling to a team for a while, then we'll back away in supporting them. And our teams have historically done poorly, although you've had championships here and there. But
okay, well, maybe if they had a pickup truck as the Zamboni, you might get people to watch it.
you play Cotton Eye Joe while the Ford F-250s serving as a Zamboni doing donuts. That'd be awesome.
Now we have a soccer team now, so
You should got Mark Messier, Messi, the player is going to play for Miami. So I guess that's the thing, right? I mean, when European soccer players are in their late 30s, they spend the year in the US.
No, okay, it's not Mark Messier because he was a hockey player, but it's I can't think of it. I can't think of his name either.
That's the name of the soccer player.
Okay. Oh, how come the link won't go in? Okay, there it is. Okay. So, okay, so we're waiting for Mr. Pirate Radio for number 8. Wait until he comes back. Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, you go. And we'll get back to Mark.
Okay, my number 8 is da do 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 da da.
Ah, you too?
Something interesting though, as they shot it in Quebec. So there you go. They were. I think that was one where they were skiing, right?
Another tie. I feel vindicated.
See?
we got Ty in the chat though because the Simple Life doesn't like it either.
See, and this is why it's good to be friendly with people, because I got Leah Sugarbridges says that she's working undercover for Bimbo. Very good. See, see, and so my gifts, that I give, they pay off. The I don't know. The more times I hear that, the more times I'm gonna dislike it.
They were going to ski from Quebec all the way to Mark's house.
Oh, do. Oh, can I just write the word shit? Okay, Mark, you're number 8.
Is don't stand so close to me.
Please don't stand to me.
Miss Leah, and what is 1 or 2 of your favorite police songs? Oh, Miss Leah. And Miss AKA Ray, what are 2 of your favorite police songs? I guess Chris Leclerc's just watching because he hasn't said anything. So, okay, yeah. So, okay, so Ray and Leah, what's 2 of your favorite police songs? And if either of you say da da da, little slippery slope gets the bat in the head. And you don't want to see a little slippery slope get a bat in the head.
If we were doing a show on the Ramones, they could be beat on the Brett, beat on the Brett, beat on the Brett with the baseball bat.
And would you like to hear slippery slope? Huh? And you want to get beat on the head again? No. You do? Okay.
He'll need Nurse Bimbo to suture him up.
Yeah. Hey, I still got the uniform. So I mean, people must think that I have these costumes, like laying at hand. Who knows? I might.
At the ready.
Okay, so my number 8 is a very obscure song called "No Time This Time," and I think that's from Outlandish D'Amour too, right, Mrs. Hopkins or Jen? It's called "No Time This Time." Okay, she said it. I'm sorry there, Slippery Slope. But your friend AKA Ray said it, so you get a clubbing.
Clubbing Bears. Regatta de Blanc.
Regatta de Blanc, yeah. So AKA Ray says, Roxanne, like Eddie Murphy singing in the jail. Roxanne.
My assistant manager years ago would just burst into song like in the middle of like the day for like no reason. And he would bray that like a donkey. It was just awful. That's why that's why I struck that song off my list. It was like it's not going to be on my list.
That's how I like to live my life, like an Elvis movie. I like to live for about 20 minutes, then break into a song, and then live my life for another 20 minutes, then break into a song.
Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
That's right.
Oh, that's all right, Mama. That's all right with me.
Oh,
and you know what? And you know what? And
give me a cheeseburger, French fries.
And this has nothing to do with the police, but I feel so bad for Elvis because he was stuck making all those cheesy, crappy movies when throughout the whole 60s, his career was pretty much wasted.
He was kind of a lost soul in so many ways. It's
yeah.
He struggled.
A couple of good songs, but not many. Okay,
not many at all.
Okay, because Clambake was not one of them. Okay, so we are at Simple Life. You're number 7, Miss Simple Life. He was a lost soul, so very sad. Yeah. Okay, you're number 7, dear. Synchronicity 2. Yes, I love that song. And I love that song because the video looks like a, dystopian, like kind of world and universe. That's what I like about it.
Great tune.
Yeah, really good tune.
Like lemmings in shiny metal boxes. Just very evocative lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Captain Chris, you're number 7.
My number 7, previously mentioned Ghost in the Machine song, Spirits in the Material World. It's a really good political song. And there's one part of the song where he says, our so-called leaders speak.
Yeah.
And he has that edge to his voice.
Yeah.
A lot like, in the Wall.
The
singer. He just sort of a great snarl to it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because like Roger Waters had that kind of snarl in some of Pink Floyd songs.
Yeah, I think they were influenced a bit by Floyd.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Hopkins, how's Mom doing?
Oh, she's doing good.
How you doing, Mom? Can I get you anything? Give you a pillow?
A beer.
A beer, brewski, Mom?
And so is she enjoying is she enjoying your picks there, Mrs. Hopkins, or
yeah.
does she know the songs? Probably.
She has danced to some of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay.
They have rhythm. So yeah.
Hey, Easy Street with Jen, you're number 7.
My number 7 is So Lonely
So
from
lonely.
Orlando.
So lonely. Okay, Pirate Radio number 7.
Every little thing she does is magic. Every little thing she does is
I
magic.
think that's the first appearance of that song.
Yep.
Maybe the last.
A little
No.
higher on my list.
No,
Oh, come on.
no, no, it's not. I'm telling you, it's not. And I know I left a link in there for Mrs. Hopkins' YouTube channel. She had a whole set of like police videos, and when they do this video, just watching them dance around, and the drummer just going crazy on the drums, and it's
Yeah.
Makes you want to hit a teddy bear.
ask and you shall receive. But but poor little Slippery Slopo didn't do anything. It doesn't matter. Poor little Slippery Slope.
Hey, it's this 7th inning stretch almost. So
Almost. Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, you're number 7.
My number 7, Don't Stand So Close to Me. And I have some funny trivia to share about that one.
Please do.
That show Friends, they played it when one of the characters, Joey, when he was a poster boy for VD.
Oh, God.
Yes, Don't Stand So Close to Me.
he was a poster boy from what?
VD.
Oh
Venereal
gosh.
disease.
Venereal disease. Nice.
And
Effective.
okay, and now Friends as a show, I really didn't like, but my favorite character, the only one that I could stand watching was Joey, just because he was such a buffoon. And if anybody enjoys, random, buffoonery, it's Mark Robka. No, Mark Robka. Okay.
I was going to say Bimbo.
Oh, well.
I've probably
Yeah.
never seen 5 minutes.
I was
of
going
that
to
show.
Bimbo like dim-witted entertainment.
Yes, dim-witted entertainment. Okay, my number 7 is Every Breath You Take.
Nice.
And AKA Ray says so much knowledge here that your head hurts. Well, see then at least AKA, we know we're doing our job. Because you could be like little Slippery Slope and have because I'm sure that his head hurts too now. Ooh. Poor little Slippery Slope. Okay, so we're gonna take a little break. Yeah, I mean Simple Life. I did not like Friends at all. Yes, and Hunter, that is true. Sting did work as a teacher, if you did not know that.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Okay, Jen, so tell us about your show coming up Friday, because next week there will be no College of Knowledge. It's a show that Easy Street with Jen has, and please
I have a show?
name. Huh?
I have a show.
Yeah. Okay, what's the
Yeah,
name of it?
Jen.
What's the premise?
So we just do movies worth viewing, free movies worth viewing from YouTube, and it's just a review of there are probably over 300 movies on YouTube that are free every month, available to all. And it's free with ads, and we pick 3, Bimbo, Mark, Miss Hopkins, and myself, and we review the 3, and then we pick 3 more for the next month.
Okay, because here's the 3 movies that I have coming up Friday. I have Al's out there yelling at the cat, "Oh, stop your whining! Stop your whining!" I know I wrote it down. I better wrote it down because I've been watching movies. So I hope I'm watching the ones I wrote down.
Shall I tell you what they are?
Okay, one was Jupiter Ascending.
If I can remember, if I can find it. Oh yeah. Yours was Jupiter Ascending, In the Mouth of Madness.
Yeah.
And Post Impact.
Yeah.
Mark's picks to watch and review for this week were Once We Were Brothers, about the band, Leonard Skinner Rock East Study, and Oddities Poland. And Miss Hopkins is going to watch Hansel and Gretel Get Baked, Freaks from 2019, and The Host from 2020.
All right. So
I will be reviewing let's see.
Well, it's your show, so you can make anything up that you want.
Marty, Stephen Michael Quesada, and Jane Eyre. There's the movies I'll be watching. A good mix there.
I know I had them written down. I hope I'd been watching the movies I said I was gonna.
I need to update my
Okay, while Mrs. Hopkins is still on a break, Mr. Kropka, please tell us about the new pirate radio.
Yes, the home of pirate radio has moved, everybody. Are you able to drop the link for me, anybody, please? Because I can't do it from my
I can for $1.
Please, okay, I owe you another $1. Jeez.
And she gets them out of the bear.
And this time I want an American dollar, not a Canadian dollar, because that way I'm getting cheated.
I didn't print any first American dollar. So yeah, pirate radio has moved, and there's a new home for it, a new channel, a new show. It's debuting tonight after the show, like I mentioned earlier, and we're gonna continue on doing what we did before, and we're gonna try out a couple of things I got planned, and that's all really to say.
Okay, but you can't be doing live stuff, can you? Because then you'll just get bagged again.
That's fine. Nothing stops me.
Yeah, but we don't want to lose permanently.
Nothing has changed. It's going to be the same music, I'm going to be doing the same formula, and let the chips fall where they may.
Okay, yeah. So let me drop your link, and I'll drop Jen's channel in there. I'm sure everybody has Jen's channel, though. I'll still drop it.
And like I said, it'll be on after.
Okay, because I still have the old pirate radio link up, I think. Yeah.
That's right, Greg. Balls Out Radio. That's going to be the nickname for pirate radio. Balls Out Radio. Coined by Tom.
Oh, chosen one?
Chosen one.
Oh, well, that kind of figures. Okay. Anybody in the side chat have something that they want to say about anything while we're on this little hiatus?
You want me to sing a police song?
No, not particularly.
How about those honorable mentions?
Oh, yes, Hopkins, honorable mentions.
All right.
Of course.
All righty. So the first one It's a spoken word. It's a funny one. It's called Be My Girl Sally. And I was thinking that one and the next one called Friends would be funny for Jay Scully to do one day.
And these are police songs?
Yeah.
Never heard of these.
Yeah. And then the last one is the Every Breath You Take. It didn't make my list, but I think there's a cover that's like a different animal, and it's by one of my favorite singers, Martine McCutcheon. Oh, also on that Friends, I think since what it has to do about would fit perfectly with that show, that Showtime show that I watch called Yellow Jackets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's about cannibalism.
You know what? And I'm sorry. And you know, people might think ill about me, but I just something about cannibalism I think is kind of funny.
Bonus question. Who knows the artist and title of the only rock and roll song about cannibalism?
I do.
Go ahead.
It's the guys on the boat. Oh,
You're so close.
I know. What's the name of the song, Chris? I know it.
The name of the song is Timothy, and the name of the band is the Buoys.
Yes.
I love, and it's so snappy. Hungry as hell, no food to eat.
Yes.
Sell my soul for just a piece of meat.
Yes.
That's nice horn accents. Great song about cannibalism.
And that's a subject that really doesn't get enough, wordplay in songs.
Definitely,
Really
yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah, there's too many love songs. We need more songs about cannibalism.
Okay, so there's Jen's link up there for Friday's show, and there is Mr. Kropka's new channel.
Thank you.
So Every Breath You Take is the most played song in the history of radio. No, I can't believe that, Hunter. I'm sorry. I don't
think
doubt
I've heard
you,
that
but
Whitney Houston song more.
huh?
I think I've heard Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, a lot more.
And how many times have we heard
Yeah.
Free Bird and Stairway, on the radio?
And
Carry On by Kansas.
Yeah. And we can't forget my newest favorite artist is Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Yeah. Here, I think I need to thump my own head for just for saying that.
After that, you'll have to shake it off.
Okay,
Shake it
so
off.
back to the quiz. We are at number 7 with Simple Life. Number 6.
No, we're at number 6.
Number 6, Miss Simple Life. Every little thing she does is magic. And that hasn't been mentioned much yet.
Yeah.
Hence. Okay, Captain Chris.
All right. Everyone's mentioned it so far, but I'll throw an anecdote in it as well. Off of Regatta de Blanc, Walking on the Moon. He wrote the song when he was in a hotel room in Munich, drunk. And he got up and started walking around the room singing, walking around the room, yeah, walking around the room. That was all. And then the next morning he woke up and he wrote it down and he thought this title was really stupid. So he said, I'm going to make it more stupid by calling it Walking on the Moon. And then he created the rest of the song. But
and I can appreciate stupidity.
What I like about the song is is the echo at the end of specific, at the line, at like the end of a line of a verse. Bum, ba-da,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I thought that was really inventive to
Yeah.
have not an echo and then the last word echo,
Yeah.
and then it was very clever.
Okay.
I thought it was very
Yeah.
clever musically.
Captain Chris, just take over for a couple of minutes and feed people with some sort of knowledge about something, because I got to go to the potty. So.
Alrighty, we'll just keep it rolling here. So, Jen, what's your number 5? Number 6, rather.
My number 6 was. Oh no! Did I lose it? I know. Leave it to me to stall stuff here.
No worries.
Let's see. Spam. It's not spam. It's a draft.
Take your time.
I keep everything on my phone.
Oh.
My number 6 was Roxanne. I had to do it.
Awful song.
I used to squawk it like a parrot.
The people who appreciate the song seem to do that.
Yeah.
They're trying to emulate Sting's sort of screech at the beginning of the song. It catches your attention, but
Sounds like a parrot to me.
yeah.
So.
Alrighty, that's okay. Number 6, Mark.
I chose King of Pain. King of Pain.
See, she's gonna have to go back and
You'll
write these
always
down.
be King of Pain.
Yeah, it's true. I guess we shouldn't get too far ahead, so we make sure Bimbo can write these down.
No, I can hear it, and you know that on the second floor, the bathroom's right across the hall, so I could hear.
Oh, yeah. You hear
Okay,
everything.
Good.
You
We don't
hear
wanna get-
everything.
Okay, so Jen, you
Bimbo,
said
you're it all.
Roxanne.
I said Roxanne, and Mark said
Oh, I said King of Pain.
King of Pain. Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, number 6.
My number 6, Synchronicity 2.
Yes, like I said, I love that because they're so dystopian.
Probably one of the songs that Mom was dancing to.
Perfect.
Okay, and my number 6 is I can't stand losing. I can't stand next to you.
Has everyone said it now, I think?
I think so. That was my number 11. So.
And that's maybe Simple Life.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have
Simple
to go
Life
back.
said it. Oh, Simple Life
Yeah.
said it as 11.
I said it as 13.
Chris had it at 11. Jen, oh, you had it at 8. Pirate Radio had it at 10. Yes. So everybody said that. So
Wow.
okay, Miss Simple Life. We are coming down to the final 5, ladies and gentlemen. Final 5. So Simple Life, you're number 5, dear. Don't stand so close to me. I still think that's funny what you said about Friends, how Joey was there for the VD commercial.
Yes.
That's so wrong.
I think the song "Always Something There to Remind Me" would be a good song, but in a VD.
Yeah. Okay, Captain Chris, you're number 5.
Song, I think everyone else has mentioned so far off of Synchronicity. Every Breath You Take.
Yes.
One
yeah.
interesting tidbit I found about that was that the Sting was actually renting Ian Fleming's property in Jamaica, and he started writing that song at Ian Fleming's desk. How cool is that? At the same desk that all the all the great spy novels were written, all the James Bond novels were written.
And here's a trivia question: what was the name of Ian Fleming's estate in Jamaica, or where it was?
I have it
The
printed.
Flamingo.
No,
No, I have this down here already. The Orca Bessa.
no.
That's the name of the GoldenEye estate.
Oh no, GoldenEye. Okay.
Oh, GoldenEye is the name of the state, and Orca Bessa,
Yeah.
Jamaica, is the city
Yeah.
that
Okay.
the state is in. So
All right, close enough. Just because you're the captain doesn't mean you get to override the officer.
I'm only the captain in Tennille sense. I'm the one playing in the background. Not getting I'm not in the spotlight.
Okay, Miss Jen, you're number 5.
My number 5 is "Oh My God" off of
What is that?
Synchronicity.
What is that from? Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that
It was
song.
actually, I'm pretty sure it was played on the radio some too. Something to go back and listen to.
So what does Hunter say here? It's amazing Sting can fit that ginormous head and ego into the same room as the two others. I mean, you know what? And there really wasn't, there was very little of his solo career that I liked any songs from. I didn't like, I can't think of one song of his that I liked. Oh, solo.
He did more ballady stuff as a solo.
Yeah. At least when Peter Gabriel left Genesis, Peter Gabriel
he delivered.
He kept innovating. I mean, his albums are amazing.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, Pirate Radio, you're number 5.
Synchronicity 2, I chose for my number 5.
Yeah, that's getting a lot of play now, just because that's so good.
It's an excellent song.
And like I said, I love the video. I can just watch that video of like everything burning and on fire. Well, I shouldn't say burning, but
from the comfort of your dark Scottish loch.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Mrs. Hopkins, you're number 5, dear.
My number 5 is "On Any Other Day." I like that one. Written by Stuart Copeland.
What is that from?
Let's see. It's from Regatta de Blanc. 79.
I don't think I've heard that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, my number 5 is Synchronicity 2. Okay, Miss Simple Life, you're number 4. As we wind down the clicking talk. Okay, what is that called when you say something like that? I meant to say ticking clock, but I said, clicking talk. What is that called when you do that? Oxymoron or just
malapropism? It's a malapropism, I think. We're just sort of an inversion of letters.
Yeah. And I can't blame it on drinking anymore. So
now you have to blame it on not drinking.
Yeah. Simple Life wrapped around your finger. Yep. So everybody has said that. Like I said, I knew there was going to be a lot of overs on this. And there are some ones that have been sort of deep cuts, which is good. Captain Chris, your number 4.
My number 4 is off of Regatta de Blanc, the aforementioned song about isolation, Message in a Bottle. That's a great song. It's it's got a good, I like the chorus of it. It just, a good, even the repetitive part, I'm sending out an SOS. It kind of loops you into that mind of just being isolated. Well, also I like the lines, walked out this morning, don't believe what I saw, 100 billion bottles washed upon the shore.
Yeah.
So even in his isolation, he realizes that there are millions of other people that are as desperate and alone as he is. So that's either.
And I can't believe, they made it into a kid's book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, and so AKA Ray says that's called dyslexia. Is that dyslexia when you?
It's not Lizdexia?
I don't know.
Okay.
So Hunter says this is true, and I do know this because I actually have this. Sting was a big Sex Pistols fan, and he had a cameo in their film, The Great Rock and Roll Swindle, which was filmed mostly in 1977. And if you remember, a couple of weeks ago, I had the Twitter about who killed Bambi. That was actually from the movie The Great Rock and Roll Swindle, and it was sung by a guy named Edward Tenpole Tudor. And The Great Rock and Roll Swindle was sort of like a Sex Pistols second album, but it was just a conglomeration of a bunch of different bands and people. It was really crazy. It was nothing like the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Nothing like that.
I wonder, Bimbo, can we name any other movies that Sting cameoed in?
Sure.
I can name one more.
What?
Quadrophenia, The Who.
And he was also in Dune.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. See, this is why people come to the College of Knowledge, because unfortunately, you get stuck learning something.
Oh, I think I just learned something. Oh!
Oh, my sacroiliac. Oh, my sacroiliac. Oh my God! I must have done the Hucklebuck. I threw out my sacroiliac. Okay, Miss Easy Street with Jen, you're number 4.
My number 4 is Message in a Bottle.
Oh, we got a tie on that one. Yep.
I hope there was no note comparing going on there.
Never.
Nope.
We don't do that.
They're not.
That would require communicating.
What we had there was a failure to communicate.
Okay, now here's another trivia question. What Guns N' Roses song is that like the lead intro to the song? What we have here is a failure to communicate. What Guns N' Roses song is that the very beginning of? Nobody's gonna know it. It's called a song called Civil War.
Oh, I know that song. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. One
Of
of their
course
lesser
it's
efforts.
right. Of course it's right. Do you want me to? Oh, some poor little slippery slope. Oh, for your indiscretion.
Don't do it. I take it back.
Okay, Mr. Kropka, you're number 4, sir.
So lonely.
Well, maybe if the ghost was running around there, you wouldn't be so lonely.
I know, right? Or a few more ghosts.
I'm so lonely. So lonely and so
Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, you're number 4.
Here you go. Here's like some weird communication to Mark right here. It's spirits in the material world,
Speaking
ghost
of a
in the
ghost.
machine. Yeah.
And okay, because here's some other movies that he was in. Radio on Plenty, I never heard of that. Julie and Julian, never heard of that. Dune, yeah. Bring on the Night. Documentary about the formation of the Blue Turtle Jazz Group, and recently, Gentlemen Don't Eat Poets. Well, I wonder if he just picked out like the most weirdest things that he could do.
Julia wasn't that crazy. I mean, she was, but from what I understand, but yeah, I don't remember him being in that.
Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, your number 4 was Spirits in the Material World, and so Bimbo Barbarella's number 4 is. Now, here's the one that nobody has said yet, I don't think. It's All Right for You. And this comes from Outlandis D'Amour, I do believe. That or Regatta de Blanc. One of the two.
It's Regatta.
Okay, I thought so. Yeah, because their first two are far and away my favorites. Those are by far my 2 favorites. Okay. Only 3 choices left. Simple Life, only. And so Hunter says Sting was a guest star on Ally McBeal. Oh, I never watched that show. But anything that has a hallucination of a weird dancing baby can't be all bad. So Simple Life, number 3, good choice there, is King of Pain. And I think I'm the only one who didn't have that.
That was my number 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have it. I know I had it on my list of 20, but okay. Easy Street would easy. No, who were we? Captain Chris.
Yes. Alpha Zenyatta Mondada, the aforementioned Don't Stand So Close to Me. I mean, he was a teacher. I have to think there was a specific student that inspired that song, but I don't know the story behind it. I'll have to Google that.
And what song is that?
Don't Stand So Close to Me.
Okay, and everybody give a shout out to Sweet Jessie Big Daddy Scott.
Jessie, yeah?
Yeah, and can't wait to team up with Jessie again when wrestling comes back. Because when we co-chaired Boyd Wrestling, me and Jessie were actually a pretty good team together.
Yeah. Yes, you were.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so I forgot the song again now. What?
My song's Don't Stand So Close to Me, number 3.
Thank you. Let me tell you, 5 o'clock in the morning is early. But I did come home and I was able to take a nap.
At least it's light out now at 5.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because my nap was like 48 minutes. So
A little after 5
You
anyway.
get a little bounce the rest of the day.
okay.
I need
Easy Street with Jen. You're number 3.
my number 3 would be Demolition Man off
Yes, I
Ghost in the
love that
Machine.
song. I love that song.
I debated it making my number 1, and I remember it getting airplay when I was a
Yes,
kid.
I love that song, and I think that was actually like my 15. Was right on the cusp.
Mhm.
So I had to ask my Magic 8 Ball, which one was gonna lose out, and it was Demolition Man.
Yeah.
And we all know how tried and true that Magic 8 Ball is.
On the button every time.
I think I should take my club and hit that Magic 8 Ball.
That's what I was going to recommend, but
Okay, Pirate Radio, you're number 3.
Every breath you take, every something you make, every breath you take, every step you
that's
make,
enough.
I'll be washing you.
That's enough. And so Simple Life says she was
Shut up,
up
shutting
at
up.
6. She was up at 6. But I want to stay up late. Well, good, honey, because you're doing a fantastic job, and we're almost done.
and then you can go hang out with Mark and crew.
I don't know. Some people I know, though, have the leisure of waking up at 1 and saying, "Oh, is it morning?" No, it's 1 in the afternoon.
I don't know who you'd be talking about.
I don't know.
Jeez.
Shut up, shutting up.
Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, you're number 3.
My number 3, every little thing she does is magic. Ghost in the
Yes.
Machine. Another long
And you
time.
know what I liked about that is I liked like the computer, numbers on the cover.
Yeah.
Video was
Okay.
amazing too. Shot in
Huh?
Montserrat. The video for that song was amazing too. It
Yeah.
was shot in Montserrat before the volcano erupted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. My number 3 is the before mentioned Eddie Murphy classic, Roxanne. And that's all that, fortunately, you get to hear of that. Okay, so we are at 2 left.
Number
left,
2.
ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Miss Simple Life, stay awake. You only got 2 more. So you're number 2, Miss Simple Life.
Oh yeah.
Message in a bottle. Okay.
Mhm.
Good choice, Simple Life.
Okay, Captain Chris, you're number 2.
The aforementioned Synchronicity 2 off of Synchronicity. It's just a great song. I mean, it kind of captures the whole just sort of soul-crushing nature of work, family life, home, sleep, wake up. I mean,
And like the music, it was
Tune in.
let's see. I remember in the video, he's standing on this tall scaffolding. And there's all this trash blowing around. That was really,
yeah.
it was really interesting visually. I like the lyric too. He walks unhindered through the picket lines today. He doesn't think to wonder why. Great stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, Easy Street with Jen, you're number 2.
Synchronicity too. All the
Once again, I am vindicated.
all the above mentioned reasons.
And they really hadn't made a song, I don't think, like that. It was pretty pretty hardcore-ish kind of, like the guitar, and like the drums. It was pretty hardcore for the Police.
Very repetitious, but it was still interesting.
Yes. Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, to left.
My number 2, King of Pain. I thought it was brilliant. It starts slow, but then boom.
I think you missed me, Bimbo.
Huh?
I think you.
Yeah, it's Mark's number 2.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, sorry, Mark. You're number 2.
Oops.
My number 2 is also 2, like Simple Life's 2, Message in a Bottle.
How can 3 pieces of paper be so difficult to work with? Jesus Christ.
Maybe the chewing gum's getting in the way.
Okay, so Mrs. Hopkins, what was your 2?
King of Pain.
King of Pain.
Love that one.
And also for Bimbo's number 2 is another one that's kind of obscure, and I believe it's from Outlantis D'Amour, called "Truth Hits Everybody."
Ooh.
And that one is really rock and rolling.
Really?
Never heard it. I don't think I've ever heard it on the radio.
It's off the first album.
Yeah. Outlantis D'Amour, yeah.
There's an alternate version too on the box set, and it's not as good.
Oh, so what? The one from Outlantis D'Amour is better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and Simple Life, I guess, says that Sting reminds of Billy Idol. Yeah, but Billy Idol.
Haircut, he had the dyed blonde hair for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they could get that Billy Idol snarl. Yeah, but I shouldn't do that because it shows my lack of teeth. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Police Show is running down to our final songs. So make them count. Miss Simple Life, your number 1, your favorites Police song. And it had better be one that I agree with, or all Slippery Slope's getting a beating on the head. And that goes for anybody. If I don't like your number 1, Slippery Slope gets a beating on the head.
Every breath you take.
Okay, I like that song.
This is going to be I think more than one of us is going to have that as their top song. So,
Are you going to beat Slippery Slope to the tune of Stuck in the Middle with You, like that movie?
Steelers Wheel.
Steelers. Yeah, what was the movie again?
Oh gosh.
And so now that
Where
I
he
have,
cuts the guy's ear off during.
and so now that I have caused poor Slippery Slope permanent brain damage,
Well, Simple Life, I'll go ahead and confirm your wisdom by also placing Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic as the number one. It's just a
No.
beautiful song.
She did Every Breath You Take.
Yeah, yeah,
Every Breath You Take? Oh, I thought
yeah.
I didn't squint close enough. But yeah, my number one is Every Little Thing. It's a fantastic song.
Oh,
It's just
okay, Captain Chris. And
beautifully
so what was
written.
your Captain Chris? And so what was your number one?
Off of Ghost in the Machine, Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic. It's funny. It's not even unrequited love. He can't even get that far. He can't even express it. It's just because his silent fears has ripped him long before he reaches the phone. But he resolved to call 1,000 times a day, but still doesn't do it. You know.
Called so many thousand times a day, and what the boyfriends say. Yeah, yeah,
If she'll marry me in some old-fashioned way.
yeah, yeah. Okay, Easy Street with Jen. Make it a good one.
Synchronicity 1.
Okay.
Interesting. That's a great song, but it didn't go quite so high on my list. But it was.
I
And
had
you
1
know,
and 2 as my 1 and 2.
and you know what? Most of us have heard bands do like version 1 and version 2 of a song, and they're similar. Synchronicity 1 and Synchronicity 2 could
Correct.
not be any farther apart musically.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, so Pirate Radio, you're number one. Remember, make it a good one, or poor little slippery slope, gets a beating on the noggin.
Well, you know what, Bimbo? Give me that stick. Give me slippery slope, because I'll beat her myself. I picked Roxanne.
Oh, I like that
Oh.
song. Okay. Oh,
For two reasons I picked Roxanne. I like
How's
the
that?
story a lot. It's really
Mhm.
neat. And I like, as I mentioned earlier, the clever chord changes to that song.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And the fact that when they first came out, people who had a dash of intelligence knew what it was about, but majority of the masses had no idea what it was about.
It's pretty
Right.
self-explanatory. I can't see how you'd have to be pretty daft not after listening to it a couple of times not to get the premise. No?
Well, I guess people in Canada are smarter than Americans or Brits.
Yeah. No. But you know what? I think that people, there's two types of people that listen to lyrics and people that listen to the lyrics and the music. And three types. There are people that just listen to the music of songs. For years, I used to just listen to the music and I didn't really pay a lot of attention to lyrics. It wasn't just in the last couple of years, the last 5 years, that I've really taken lyrics to a deeper level and really listen to them in a song. And I judge the song accordingly.
And so Hunter says that Robert Downey Jr. joined Sting on stage for his 60th birthday bash at the Beacon Theater in New York City back in October 2011.
Robert Downey is friends with everybody.
Yeah. See, and now Mark is right, because I tend to listen to more lyrics, because even though, my musical, prowess is crap, I think my lyrics are usually pretty good. So that's why I love to listen to lyrics. Okay, Mrs. Hopkins, you're the last one who can save old Slippery Slope from a beating. So what's your number one?
Hopefully you like that one. My number one is Canary in a Coal Mine.
Nobody has said that
will
song
not
yet.
come out. Yes.
And I like
and
that
that's
song.
one of many.
I love that
That's
song.
one of many. Yeah, it was in a like the whole a bunch of Police songs were in a movie called Just Go With It, and I love the movie. It's funny, and the Police in there so much is a bonus. So
Canary in a Coal Mine. Yeah. Nobody has said that yet, which is surprising. See, because and I actually had forgotten about it, because whenever I think of a coal mine, I think about Depot, who was working in a coal mine. And of course, everybody knows why they had canaries in a coal mine, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, tell us why.
Gas and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, if there's an accumulation of gas, they used to put the canary cage in, and if the canary lived, it was okay for them to pass. If the canary died, then they knew then that they had a gas leak and they should evacuate.
So, and see, like, I don't want to be mean to any birds, because I would stick one in Al's bathroom downstairs.
A lot of gas in there.
Bombs away.
Bombs away. I don't know. Oh, there's gas or a lot of, dead things in there. And that comes to the final selection in the College of Knowledge Top Rock Police Extravaganza. I want to thank everybody for watching and sticking with us, especially Miss Simple Life, who was up like me at ungodly hours in the morning, to stay up and do this nonsense. But my number one song has been pre-mentioned now finally by everybody, is Message in a Bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a great song.
And
what a great story.
Honor says, I guess in this birthday bash, Robert Downey Jr. sings Driven to Tears, which only a couple of people said that. I did. I think I was the only one who did.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't on my list.
I thought I did too. It was my number 10.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. That's why I keep a list. And people who know have seen my book, because I keep a list of all of this stuff. I don't know why. That way I can go back and look at them and
Limbo keeps a list and has a little bit of a list.
Yes, well,
she doesn't want to be listless.
Yes, well, that's not very nice to say there.
Sorry.
I like lists myself.
I think they're
list.
character material.
Okay, so I want to thank everybody for spending some time with the College of Knowledge. Remember, there will not be a show next week because we're doing Jen's movie show. So just go onto YouTube, and they have over 300 free movies that you can watch. And a lot of them are like top rung movies, movies
sure
that you've heard, they're not all, things
straight to DVD.
Right. Yeah.
Or The Blob or any of the 50s sci-fi.
Oh, they have 50s sci-fi there.
Yeah.
Oh,
they have
yeah.
50, but it's such a great variety of what they have. It's really amazing for kids to.
It is. And like, you were the one who turned me on to it, and it's
good.
There's
something for everyone there.
And
definitely.
All I'm going to say is one of the movies I picked called Jupiter Ascending. It was done by the Wachowskis, the girls who did The Matrix and Speed Racer, and they had some good ones and some real flops. Jupiter Ascending got such terrible reviews. For one, it had, good night, Miss Leah. Thank you for
Good night,
coming up
Leah.
here.
Bye, Leo.
I can't stand Mila Kunis. I thought she was stupid in that 70s show, and pretty much anything she's been in, I think she's stupid.
It has a 28%
I don't know.
on Rotten
She did that-
Tomatoes. Sorry.
She did that ballet movie with Nina. Oh, what's her name again? Damn it.
Was it Black Swan?
Yeah, Black Swan. What was the?
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, what was the leading actor again? In that?
Natalie
Portman.
Portman. Yeah.
Natalie Portman. Yeah, that's right.
And the only other movie that she was good in was I think it was called Return to Oz with James Franco. That was pretty good.
That rings a bell.
That was pretty good. But I just don't like her as an actor. And I can say that I don't like people as an actor because even though I sometimes think I'm an actress, I, play one on television. So, okay. Okay. Well, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, Headley. You did a wonderful job. It was nice having you up here. I want to thank everybody, Miss Addie Pakal, and big props out to Honor, who fed us with a lot of, quality entertainment.
Honor's
So
great.
Simple Life says there is a free movie on YouTube called Of the Lovely Bones. I've heard of that movie. What's the premise? Oh, real quick, Simple Life. What's the premise of Lovely Bones? I've heard of that.
I agree, that one's good.
Okay, Miss Hopkins. So what's the premise of it?
Wasn't it about
I don't know. I
kind
didn't
of
see
like
it.
someone else, like some girls that were like kidnapped and like put into this underground thing?
Oh, Mark
Like a
Wahlberg is in
bunker or
it.
something? I think maybe, yeah. I'd have to watch that again if it's free on there.
Oh, what'd you say? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
what'd you say? They were kidnapped and put into the cellar at Mark Kropka's house or Mark Wahlberg's house?
As long as they weren't put in Addie's shed, we're good.
Yeah.
Puts the notion on its skin.
Okay. Mark Wahlberg, yeah.
Yeah.
And now Mark Wahlberg, he's not my favorite actor, but some of the movies that I like him in, he's good. Is like The Italian Job. I love that. I love The Italian Job. And I don't care what people think. If you've ever known that, if you've noticed, that's one of my traits. I don't care what you think. I think that the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes was so good, was so underrated because it put a whole different spin on it. And it's actually closer to the book by Pierre Boulet than the Charlton Heston ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Hunter, and you know that you're always welcome, as is Simple Life. I'm sure you're tired, so dear, you can go. You did fabulous. And
She did give some great picks.
Yeah.
and
Good picks. Yeah, I like it.
and you were smart enough to know that Donald Duck died at 89 because you cheated. But that's fine. That's
She has to tell her pastor that, right?
yeah. Yeah. Boogie Nights. Yeah, okay. Boogie Nights was funny. Boogie Nights was.
Yeah, that
If
was
you guys have
good.
never seen Boogie Nights, it's. Uh-oh, I think Mark sees the ghost. Okay, so I guess this is kind of going to be it because we're up to 2 hours. And I know people get tired of saying this, but I say this after every show. I want to thank my esteemed panelists and everybody on the Right Side chat I want to thank you wholeheartedly for coming up to watching our program here, because I realize that there's a lot better things you could be doing. You could be outside planting vegetables in the dark.
You could be degreasing your doorknobs.
There's nothing else I can say after that. I really can't.
Degreasing the doorknobs. Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Hey, everybody, Mark's got a new dance.
Degreasing the doorknob. Okay, guys. And so anybody interested, come by and visit some of us next Friday, Easy Street with Jen. Jen, you want to drop the link one more time?
Yeah, I was trying to find Mark's.
I
having
did
trouble
already.
with mine?
I did already. Oh, okay, honey. Well, you drop yours and I'll drop Mark's, because I still got it sitting up here.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you.
Are you coming over, Bimbo?
I got to go out and get Misfit, but yes, I will.
That'll be fun.
Okay, yeah, because by the time I got home from Moffat, it was like noon.
I'm glad you got good news today.
One thing good about going in so early is I get done early.
Yeah.
And so Misfit was sitting up here on my desk, and she heard me coming in, and from down the hall, I could hear a cat going, "Wow, wow, wow." So I know I'm coming. I'll get your dumb ass out. So what am I doing? Oh,
Mark's link.
yeah. Oops.
Oh, okay, Simple Life sounds good.
Good. She's going to stay up and party with us.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Otherwise, we're gonna pour ourselves some coffee and keep going.
And well, that's like me on Sundays and Saturdays and Sundays. I'm usually up at 6 feeding the animals. If I wake up at 7:30, those bitches are eating at 7:30.
Yeah.
Are they out back wandering around like the rugby's wandering around the liquor store before opening?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a hot house right down the street here.
Okay.
There they'll go. Mrs. Hopkins, and of course, thanks to you, you did fabulous as always with your wise choices. And it was nice that you had 3 honorable mentions, because I had never heard of that message in a box. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you can get that on like Amazon or something.
They also did a weird, what did I say? It was like a 7 CD single something. I don't know. It did something else weird too. It was a 7
And
single.
I also admired Stuart Copeland's all the work that he's done. Yeah.
Heck
For
of a
video
drummer.
games and all kinds of stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Very talented drummer.
Yeah. And you know who really, there's 2 guys that really turned out to be fantastic video game composers. Danny Elfman from the band Oingo Boingo.
He's
and
awesome.
Mark Mothersbaugh from the band Odivo. I mean, they just make some of the most fantastic video game themes.
Well, Danny Elfman does a lot of TV stuff, though. He's so prolific.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, especially when you think we grew up with people like Paul Williams as composers, and now we have people like Danny Elfman.
Okay, yeah, because his band Oingo Boingo was their biggest hit was like Dead Man's Party.
Oh yeah.
And,
Who
and
could
they
ask
were
for more?
and they and they were in the Rodney Dangerfield movie.
Oh yeah.
Back to college, back to school, whatever one it was.
One of those. Yeah. Yeah.
Paul Williams. That's the little guy, right?
Well, there was Paul Williams, the little guy who was also a musician, but then there was
Another.
Paul-
Oh, okay. He wasn't the composer then.
Yeah.
there was also the composer. I don't think it was the same person though.
No, Jen. The composer is John Williams. He's the one who did
John
Star Wars.
Williams.
No,
He's the
Paul
one who did
Williams.
Star Wars. No, it wasn't.
Paul Williams.
There's a-
He did.
He was the little short guy. Oh,
wait.
you're somehow,
Yeah, that's the little guy.
somehow you planted that in your phone.
Isn't it really the little guy?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
And
he's
so-
82 years old. Holy moly.
And so Hunter gives us our last bit of information from the evening, because after this, I'm pulling the plug. Hunter says, if you make a fool of yourself, you can do it with dignity without taking your pants down. And if you do take your pants down, you can still do it with dignity. Now, there you go. Words of wisdom from Hunter.
Sorry,
Very
John
good.
Williams. John Williams.
Yeah, okay. He did Star Wars, Indiana Jones,
Yeah,
Close
yeah.
Encounters
Schindler's
of the Third
List, Jurassic
Kind.
Park, Jaws, E.T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's who. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chariots
Not
of
the little
Fire.
guy.
Didn't he do?
Pardon?
Didn't he do Chariots of Fire too?
He must be about 8,000
No,
years
that was
old.
Vangelis.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Vangelis. Yeah, he passed away.
No,
relatively
he's
recently.
still.
I mean, Vangelis did.
Oh. Yeah, both
John
of Williams are
Williams.
still kicking.
Yeah, he's like 90 or something.
I remember the Schmangy brothers did a tribute to the John Williams, and they
Oh,
played a
did
bunch
they?
of-
Ooh,
yeah, they did a bunch of John Williams in
The
polka.
Schmengi brothers. You never heard of
The
the Schmengi
Schmengi.
brothers?
No.
Oh my
Josh
gosh.
and Igor, I think.
What?
The
Yeah.
Schmangys.
Has anybody else ever heard of the Smengies?
Yeah. A 1 and a 2 and a.
And 3.
Didn't they do
Oh,
that big
92,
hit,
91,
Cabbage Rolls and Coffee?
That's right. That was a huge hit for them.
Yeah.
Cabbage rolls and coffee.
Okay,
Coffee
yeah.
and the cabbage roll.
Okay.
And,
Because I know Richard Cheese. And
Richard,
Richard,
Cheese is great too. Yeah. Yeah. We've seen him in concert.
Oh, really? Oh, that
Is
might
that the
be-
guy that plays the piano?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Like
really
the
good.
jazz.
Cheesy singing. He's great.
He has a piano player, right?
No,
And
he's
he
the
sings
piano.
everything
Well, no,
in
he
like
just-
a 40s kind of
Yeah,
style.
He's kind of a
Yeah.
lounge singer,
Yeah.
but he got the idea from, of course, the Bill Murray, who did a lounge singer doing popular tunes on SNL. And
Yeah.
so he took it to that next level because Richard Cheese's voice is actually really, really good.
He has a
And,
great, and his band is fabulous.
Yeah.
They have a
Right.
really good
I-
band.
I will never forget the first time that I heard Richard Cheese do Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N'
Mhm.
Roses. I swear to God, I was driving and I was driving over a bridge. I came inches away from plummeting off the side of the bridge.
I like his he also he does this one thing which is like, you can dome in the morning, you can dome at night, you can dome when you want to dome. All of a sudden this producer comes out, it's not dome, it's doomy. What? It's doomy. Do me. 2 separate words. Do and then me. Big hit, Belle Biv DeVoe. Not dome. Do me.
May-
That's good.
okay, maybe on pirate radio, I'll get the pirate of the ship to play "Welcome to the Jungle" by Richard Cheese. Oh, because
Maybe,
I know it's
yeah.
available.
Good idea. I remember
Okay.
once I had an Indian guy give me the name of his street, and I asked him, "Can you spell that, please?" And he said, It's exactly like it sounds. Talbot. T-A-L but. Talbot. Now don't harass me.
Okay, guys.
Queen.
Okay, guys, that's
Funny.
gonna wrap it up. We'll see everybody Friday, hopefully. Thanks for coming on, Miss Addie. Thank you for
Oh,
coming
hold
on.
on, though. We didn't say what the next College of Knowledge is about.
Oh, we don't know. I don't know.
70s?
I don't know. I
did come up with an
was
idea.
I was thinking of combining a like Journey and REO Speedwagon show.
I'd be down for that.
Rooney.
Okay, because I won't be there. Somebody else will have to run my channel because I won't.
Yeah, not me. I'll pass on that one.
What was your idea, Chris?
Well, and this will require a certain amount of masochism on our part, but it might be worth it. Each of us come up with 5 songs that we like that were recorded after January the 1st, 2020.
Ooh.
We'd
Oh.
really have to
No.
dig through and
Mrs. Hopkins can do it.
she's
No,
young enough.
Our
She can do
older,
it.
I
us
can't.
older
We're
I
stuck in the
can't.
70s and 80s. It would be
Not sure.
torture for us to come up with 5 good songs
I can't.
written within the
No,
last 3 years.
No.
That would require a lot of listening.
Not really
to
new
me.
stuff.
No.
Okay.
Okay,
Not
that's
really
my
new stuff,
show.
no.
Oh, that's my show, and I am vetoing that request.
Okay.
Unless
got
you
enough
want me to,
homework in my
unless you
band.
want me to hit, old slippery slope here.
Don't do it, Bimbo. Don't do it.
I don't know. We'll come up with something. We'll come up with something, and I'll mention it coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess the REO Speedwagon and Journey show is out.
There we go.
Both fantastic
Whoa.
bands from the 1970s.
That had between the two of them, I can't name one song I like.
Oh, I think we hit a gas pocket.
Well, if you have any canaries laying around, you'll be fine.
No, if the canaries are laying around, I'm not doing so good.
Okay, Mark. Get to your show. I'm going to be on after I wrangle up Misfit. So
Okay.
I'll be on.
Okay.
Guys. Good night.
See
Good night,
ya.
everybody.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching, everybody. Good seeing everyone.
Bye-bye.